Just as we promised, we want to bring all of this video we have seen for multiplication from 1 to 12 all together. How do we fill this table with all the right numbers that we just discussed to actually look exactly like this? I am sure you'll be interested in knowing the steps that we need to take in order for us to get a table like this accurate based on our understanding of the multiplication that we have covered so far. So please stay with me and we transition to my board so that we can really carry out some exercises. So as you can see, we would like to use this table to understand the key concept. I drew everything with hand, so please bear with me. It's all part of the fun of learning mathematics. So everything on the right hand side here, we consider them to be on the right hand side. And everything on this side, we call them left. So how do we populate this table? We're just going to take sample and give you the idea of how you can really exercise and really fill them. So let's take the first one. The left hand side, you're going to be multiplying L times R, and they have to meet at a common point. So I'm going to use a different mark. So this one comes in here to meet this. 1 times 1 equals to 1, and it will go exactly for 1 times 2, 1 times 3, 1 times 4, 1 times 5, 1 times 6, on, and then you write your answer. We come to the second one. We use this as our marking point. The left, we multiply the right. So left, we multiply the right. Everything here is 2 times 2. Here it will be 2 times 1. So this is 2, this is 4, and this is 2 times 3, 2 times 4, 2 times 5, 2 times 6, 2 times 7, 2 times 8, 2 times 9, up till 12, and you write your final answer. Let's take for 5 and 4. Remember, we conceive L times R. So the number on our left hand side is 4 and our right hand side is 5. So we can walk it back. 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 4 times 4, on, 4 times 6, 4 times 7. What if we have a number at 9 and 6? Remember, the same principle still applies. L times R, where our right hand number is 9 and left hand side number is 6, and you can walk it back. 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, 6 times 4, 6 times 5, 6 times 6, and 6 times 7. So this will give you an idea of how to really build that multiplication table that we just showed you. And you can pause the video to play around this scrapboard to understand the key concept. I'm going to do just one more. Look at number 8 and 3. That gives us left times right Our number on the right hand side is 8, and on the left hand side is 3. So we can walk back 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 4, 3 times 5, 3 times 6, 3 times 7, and on till 12. So while you go over this to understand two important things. One, we take the right hand side, all this upper number for our right hand side, and all the number on the left hand side down to be our left hand side number. So let's really put them into practice in this next box, just to be able to show that we actually understand what we are talking about. So you can draw your own table, and I'll give you time, or you can pause the video so that we can work together and really see how far we can go before the time runs out. So remember, to make things easier, put R on top of the table, and all the numbers here will be our L left. So that will help us, and our goal is to multiply L times R. And then in this case we have 1 times 1 equals 1. For the first time that you are solving this table, try to write it down in such a way you break it down for yourself, so that if you are trying to fix any mistake, you can always walk back and see, oh, these two numbers should not have been multiplied, or these two numbers are the right number I should have multiplied. So I'm not going to draw the table here. So we have 1 times 2, 1 times 3, 1 times 4. If you stay on a particular line, that number, for example 2, will dominate across. So we have vertical consideration, which goes up and down, and then we have horizontal, which goes horizontal. So I am trying to really do it the easy way that you can always relate with for horizontal. Some of you might like vertical, but I think I prefer horizontal, just to keep things simple, so that I can see the number of patterns are established. So 1 times 6, 1 times 7. You notice here that there is 1 because of this number 1 to multiply everything across on top. If I come in here, I have 2 times 1, and 2 times 2, 2 times 3, 2 times 4, 2 times 5, 2 times 6, 2 times 7, on till 12. You notice 2 is common all across. If we go to the next one, where I have 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 4, 3 times 5, 3 times 6, 3 times 7. You notice again, this number reflects on the left hand side. And then 4 is our left hand side number times R. So we have 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 4 times 4, 4 times 5, 4 times 6, 4 times 7. And let's go to the last one for this exercise. We consider L and R again, just to stay focused. We have 5 times 1, 5 times 2, 5 times 3, 5 times 4, 5 times 5, 5 times 6, and 5 times 7. So this is how you can build all this number as you go. So 4, 6, 8, 10. You see, 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. It increases along that path. Just what you practice when you are working on that video. So please get a clean piece of paper and a pen and practice this. Come back to the video as many times as possible until you can become comfortable that you know how to build a table on your own. And we go to the next video trying to really build upon this concept. Thank you very much for joining. I'll see you in the next video.